registered Republican because of Donald Trump. Okay? Tom Tillis, where are you? Mitch McConnell, where are you? Madison Cawthorn, Dan Forrest, Mark Walker, where are the Republicans? We're going to vote every single one of you out in the next primary. No, listen. If the Republican Party doesn't understand that they are done unless Trump is backed up, I'm not saying, listen, there might be not fraud, but if they don't at least pressure the investigation, then they are complicit. They're no better than the Democrats. Remember the Uni Party? In 2016, I lived in Massachusetts, and I had to go and register as a Republican to stop the other Republicans from stealing the votes from Trump in the caucuses. I witnessed Republicans in 2016 in Braintree, Massachusetts, who were part of the Kasich campaign and the other, what's his name, the senator from Texas campaign. They pretended to be electors for Trump and tried to steal the election from Trump in the primaries. Never forget Lindsey Graham used to call out Trump and say all these terrible things about him. You have to understand, the Republican Party is not completely on the up and up, and I'm a Republican. I'm registered as a Republican. So listen, the only way to stop, they announced Biden today on the media, they announced Biden as the President of the United States. The media cannot select the president, but they're trying to push a coup. This is a coup. Understand this. So you have to put pressure, constant pressure on your state senators to stop this. There must be a full hand recount, forensic recount of all the contested states. You cannot let the pressure off.
That's right.
Posting stuff on social media is not the only thing you can do. Call yours,
We're just going to do a quick timeout. You're doing a great job. We're going to put you in the warm-up box. Okay? You're doing a fantastic job. Hey,
It's called an audit.
Here, I promised him to speak next. So you go next, but then after that, this gentleman right here, who got me here, because I was circling around, I didn't know where to go. And I saw him with a sign. I said, hey, where are all the people? It was just him out here. So I pulled up there and parked, and he wants to give some directions about a march. But right now, we got one more speaker. Introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan Fournier, founder and co-chair of Students for Trump. It is great to be here with you today. I was sent here by Charlie himself. We've been doing these all across the country.
Charlie's the man!
We are stopping the steal. As you're looking at what's happening, this is unprecedented.
That's right.
Leaving it up to the United States Postal Service to bring in 80 million plus ballots when they can't even get your birthday cards to you on time is the most reprehensible and irresponsible thing that this country could have committed to. We are seeing videos come out. From Project Veritas of ballots being backdated. Ballots being backdated to November 3rd so they count as legal votes. Platforms where ballots are being tabulated called Hammer and Scorecard.
Now their ballots be thrown away.
Where we're looking at potentially voter fraud efforts through these systems, according to Sidney Powell, Mike Flynn's attorney. This should not stand in this country. How is it that Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, who can barely fill up 30 circles at a rally, come out with more votes than Barack Obama? How does that happen? How does that happen, folks? It doesn't. What you are seeing right now in this country is the single greatest threat perpetuated on American soil in the history of this country. Even former Democrat Governor Rob Galvinovich of Illinois, who was arrested for selling Barack Obama's Senate seat, said yesterday, I've worked in the party, I know the party, this is what they have done, and nobody calls them out for it because it is so systemic. A former Democratic governor. We have to call this out for what it is. I'm okay with losing an election if I know that it is fair and that it is balanced, that it's honest, that it's following the Constitution, because I'm not a sore loser.
Russia hoax.
You're not going to have 60 million plus Trump supporters in this country accept the results of an election when in every state there are more irregularities each and every single minute being reported. Just yesterday, I personally received 272 emails within a 4-hour period from voters in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Georgia, the top reporting states here. They are telling me on election day, out of half of those emails, people showed up to the polls and were told that they could not vote on November 3rd because they had requested a mail-in ballot when in fact they did not. Of that percent, they were given a provisional ballot. And then they were checking on the website to see if it went through. And their provisional ballot was canceled. They were not notified. This should not stand. This should not stand. Like I said, we can accept a loss if it is true and fair, but I am not going to accept the fact that Joe Biden cheated to win his way to the White House because they couldn't deal with 4 years of a president that they didn't like. I will not accept that. We dealt with 8 years of Barack Obama. You could deal with 8 years of Donald Trump because that is how democracy works. That is who the people wanted. And we will not stand for it. We're going to take this to the court. We're going to take it to the Supreme Court. And it's going to be done when it gets to that point, folks. It's going to be done. But I wanted to thank each and every one of you for being here, seeing the patriots across this country. I am deprived of sleep. I've been doing media hits for the last 3 days, some even in Australia. Their news is worse than ours. At 3 in the morning, working to defend this president. I encourage all of you to do the same thing. Do not give up on this fight. We are far from done. I don't get from the media, they don't tell me who wins the president. They don't get that right after these last 4 years. They don't get that right. The people determine who is president of the United States of America. And right now, it seems like there's a lot of dead and fake people that are deciding on this election. And we will not stand for it. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless America. Keep the faith. We're going to win this election and fight back and defend this country against the socialists which are trying to take it from within. Thank you. God bless.
That's number one. Okay, a couple other things I've been thinking about, right? Give me liberty or give me death. I never was in the military. Okay, when I was a young lad, the Vietnam War was over and I missed it. But now I'm ready to give my life for this country. You know, and I know by standing up here running my mouth, they're like, oh, now I'm on the list. You know, they have a list for us now. Oh, it's the Trump supporters. Oh, the Trump supporters, you're on a list now. Well, what are they going to do to us? Really? Really? Well, guess what? Okay, we got a list for you too. We got a list. We got a list. And we're going to start with the list like most of you people out here, we're just, let me just say it, we're just regular ass people. We're just regular people. We go along, we go to work every day. We don't have a lot of time to be doing things. Who has time to be doing all this stuff? I don't. I'd rather be at home doing whatever. But here I am out here today, and we're taking this time because we're just the regular people, and we don't have time to do this stuff. Everybody talks about like, oh, well, you know, they're doing this and doing that, and what should we do, and blah, 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 blah. I don't know about y'all, but I'm about tired of the, you know, talking. What do we do? And the last speaker, he had an idea of some things to do. Well, in my book, the regular people, we got to follow the law every day, don't we? We got to follow the law. We spit on the sidewalk, we jaywalk. I'm parked over here. That's me right there. That's civil disobedience. That's my car right there. I'm breaking the law right now. You see that? But I'm not breaking the law anything near like the people that run these polling places are breaking the law. They have broken the law. We got to go to court. These people, they break the law and they get off scot-free. Well, I'm telling you what, folks. In my book, the solution to this thing is stop it right now. The people that run these polling places where there's overwhelming evidence to say, well, there's no evidence, it may be, we have to go through the courts, it'll be another year, 2, 3 years, we'll launch an investigation. Well, guess what? We're about done with that. The people that run these polling places, which I would prefer to call crime scenes, it's a crime scene. These are crime scenes. Okay, I'm gonna bring it to an end. We gotta do some, okay. Somebody give me the crime scene tape, and after this rally, I'm heading up to Durham, and we're gonna put the crime scene tape up around those jurisdictions up there where they had all this rigmarole going on, all this crap.
We need the Republican Party to step up. They are being cowards right now.
The time to act is now.
Amen.
You know, if not now, when? Just ask yourself that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, I've got a lot of requests of people wanting to come up here and speak, so we're going to try to speed it up a little bit because I understand it.
I have 2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes. Come here.
Hey, folks, you're all patriots. I moved here from 7,000 miles away from Ukraine. I've been seeing I will study revolution because I was forced in a communist country. And I see every sign here. And when I came here and became a citizen in 2008, I think I'm gonna protect this country with my blood. I would give my life to make this country free. I just cannot stand it, what's happening. At least it's our last chance. They did the same thing in Ukraine with Orange Revolution. They did it in Venezuela. They did it everywhere. Don't let them. We have to fight. Fight.
Thank you. He's next, then you. That was a great job. We're speeding it up here, so hurry up, get right to the meat of it. Listen, we're all here for 2 reasons. We believe in fair and honest elections, right? The other is Donald Trump's never taken no for an answer a day in his life, and neither shall we, right? Now the other is I've been here saying something not a lot of people have, because I believe the 24th Amendment is a grounds for the courts, and not a lot of people have been saying it. The 24th Amendment is the ballot tax amendment, okay? All right, I hope someone's recording this. We can invoke the 24th Amendment, right? In 32 states, including North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin. You have to put your own stamp on your absentee ballot to mail it. That is invalid. That violates the 24th Amendment. We need to take it to the courts. We need to take it to the Supreme Court. I hope you're filming this. We need to send it to the court. I hope we're ready to invoke the 24th. Let's send it to the court, people. Okay.
Hey, I'm Cindy Raleigh, and I've been down here for months marching when a lot of you were here when the Reopen NC, so we had interviews of all of you talking about how important this was to you, and it didn't make any difference. Enough people didn't vote for Dan Forest. They voted for Governor Cooper. We can't allow them to steal this election because we cannot be stuck with Governor Cooper and this tyrannical government. We know what they want to do. So get involved. Go to the GOP, go to the Congress GOP office and volunteer. We've been looking up absentee ballots and we've been calling people whose absentee ballots have been rejected. And when we call these people, they mail them in September. So you could have mailed your absentee ballot in September. So don't tell me you need
more speaking to do, but I'm trying to prompt you a little bit, okay? I'm trying to get you ready. Do y'all want to do something like that? Or do you just want to hang out here? What do you want to do? All right. Can we do some more talk in Denmark?
Let Bryson Gray go. Let Bryson Gray. He has the platform.
And then we go Father Cooper. Mark, come back and talk. Father Cooper.
I thought it was Uncle Cooper.
That must be God telling us to march. Yeah. We don't have a microphone.
You need some batteries?
We'll come back.
Give him batteries.
Megaphone.
That want to take down our border walls and let the illegal come in and take away our freedom. Who in their right mind would fight to take our guns away? Who in their right mind would do that? We need to fight this and fight it strong.
Thank you. Right here, gentlemen.
Real quick.
Hello. I want all you men to understand that you have the right and the duty to form a constitutional North Carolina state militia. And if you ain't got the balls to do it, then go home.
We're ready. All right. Let's do it. Hey guys, before we do any of that,
10 seconds.
you've got to put pressure on your state senators. Real quick. We got.
Okay, really quickly, my former compatriots just talked, but those of us who came from the former Soviet Union, from China, from Venezuela, know well too well, once you give in, you will not get it back. 4 years, 8 years, 7 years, fight now.
That's right. Okay, we've been saving the big time for the big time. Come on now, bring it.
I didn't plan to speak. But what I will say is this election is not over with. I don't care what CNN says. I don't care what MSNBC says. I don't care what Fox News says. They have now joined the fake news club, in my opinion. Trump will win. Trump has already won. They're trying to steal the election. And after this is all done, and after the dust is settled, there's one song we're going to be singing. Donald Trump is your president, if you like it or not. Keep the energy you had with Barack. Cause you know this Trump train don't stop. Tell Beto to please come try to take my glove. You wanna impeach him. I guess that's what you're doing. You can't beat him. Hold on. You got me to dead that. And I'm coming through your hood, my red hat. Let's go.
I think we have a message from maybe that building. I'm not sure. Do you want to give it?
Hi, Frank Race again with Tea Party Patriots. I have messages from the local police. Now, at 1 o'clock, we want to march to the governor's mansion. That's a great thing to do, and they're going to help us do that.
Thank the blue.
Here's what we need to do. Before 1 o'clock, if all you people across the street could come over to this side, they'll block the crosswalk for us and make that happen. It will be a long line. What we need to do 3 things. Number 1, stay on the sidewalks. Number 2, stay out of the street. Number 3, don't cross any barriers. There's barriers around the governor's mansion. Don't cross them. Okay? We do all that, we're good. At that point, we can disperse, go home. We've done our mission. Life is good. I wanted to say one other thing from what I forgot before. Call your representatives, your Republican representatives from North Carolina, whether it's Hudson or anybody, the current representatives. Call them all and tell them they need to publicly support President Trump, that they wouldn't have their offices if President Trump wasn't running. They need to do that. Number 2, call your representatives in this building here. They need to understand that they have a responsibility, according to the Constitution, to provide the rules for electors. Not the courts, not the executive, the legislators. Call your representatives and senators from North Carolina and tell them to live up to their constitutional duty. Thank you.
Okay, I hear you. We're like the children wandering in the desert, going to the promised land.
All right. I have something to share that's been on my mind recently. I have something on my mind that's been on my mind recently. Sorry, this thing's loud. The wicked, it's not a matter of Democrats, it's the wicked men trying to take over and they have an agenda. David often talked about the wicked and how that they were oppressing him, and that's what we have in our country. And I was thinking about Jehoshaphat when the children of Moab came against Israel, and he said, behold, I say how they reward us to come to cast us out of thy possession, which thou hast given us to inherit. O our God, wilt thou not judge them? For we have no might against this great company that cometh against us, neither know we what to do, but our eyes are upon thee. I really believe there's a lot that we don't have power to do. We need to do everything we can, but we need to be on our knees to the God of heaven who moves the heart of kings and be praying in earnest. And that's what I have to share. And I guess, all right, we're gonna pray, and then we're gonna march down to the governor's mansion, right?
You just mentioned
70
million people. 70 million Americans voted for Donald Trump. We have an army. And when I say army, I'm not talking about violence. I'm talking about prayer and faith. Don't be afraid. They're trying to scare you. And don't let them.
That's right. And they also said that Biden-Harris had 80 million. Do you believe that? No! There's no way. Where are they? You show me the evidence. Where are they? Where's the 80 million that voted for Biden? Where the hell are they? They're in their basement. They're forging their ballots. Okay? They don't care. We won this election. We're going to win this election. Okay? One quick word to this lady right here, and then if you would try to let me get, where's the front of this train? Is it going to be, is it right up there?
Thanks for all you do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Back to blue.
Nobody's taken down. We don't fall for their BS. We don't fall for their BS. We know what the heck is going on. We're going to stand up. I do. Yeah. I do, because God is in control. God has anointed that man. He has brought peace to the Middle East. He has brought faith back to our communities, our families. He's the first president of the March for Life. He's the first to take her funding, my funding, and everybody else's from abortion. I will not pay to kill children. I will not. He is the first president. Go Trump! Yes. So yeah, no, he has done a phenomenal job. Look at our gas prices. Look at everything that is going around you. Look at the black unemployment. Look at the Hispanic unemployment. Look at the border walls, the HBCUs. I was a border patrol agent, and if any of them tell you that their walls are safe or their borders were safe, CNN did a broadcast next to me when I was down in Arizona on detail. They were 60 feet away, and then going on the news later in the night saying something totally different. The news has been corrupt for years, and people buy the bull crap that they feed. They buy the flipping bull crap. Sorry for getting loud, but they buy the flipping bull crap. You're fine. The borders were never flipping secure. Our little small towns have drugs running rampant in them because crap is sneaking through our southern borders, our northern borders, everywhere else. We have people, I've got stuff yesterday, oh, I don't even know who's watching live. Hey, you guys are live with the newscaster. You know, people sending me stuff about their ballots not getting caught, stuff about friends being at different post offices, they're not allowed to date them. There is so much going on, and it starts down at the level we're at now. Just in Burke County, we couldn't get people into our Board of Elections, our Republican people. you know, to observe it. It's just a prop. It really is. So I thank you, first off, for being out here and reporting locally and asking these questions. I really do.
Glad to be here. Tell me again the town you're from.
I'm from Valdez, North Carolina. I'm actually running for mayor there next year, unless I end up running for something else beforehand. But otherwise,
And your first and last
Gina Walker Bailey.
How do you spell Gina?
Gina.
And Walker?
Walker, Walker, Texas Ranger. And Bailey, Bailey.
Thanks for talking to us.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate it.
Yes, you have a blessed day.
Do you know how long everyone's going to be out here?
Promote the general welfare and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. That's our children. Do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. And the people said, amen. Now we're going to pray the Lord's Prayer.
Go ahead.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the glory, and the kingdom, and the glory forever. Amen.
You did it.
Call me when you want me.
You did it.
All right, you travel home safely. Okay? We put it in the Lord's hands. We'll continue to not have a day off. We do not get any more days off now. We're done.
One of the speakers at the first 2009 Tea Party rally right here in Raleigh, North Carolina. From 2009 to 2014, I traversed this country with groups such as Tea Party Express and Conservative Campaign Committee. This is exactly what it takes to come out and make your voices heard. I'm very proud of the grassroots movement today. God bless you.
Voters than people that were actually registered in the United States of America. So I think there are things that people need to look at. I think people need to stay away from mainstream media. I think it's your duty as an American to do your research, to open up, you know, because we're not the enemy. We're not bad people. You know, we're looked at, we kind of feel like black sheep everywhere we go. Like we don't really fit in, but we're American. We're patriots. She's active duty military, you know, like we're here for our country. And I think at the end of the day, that's what matters. No matter what side you stand on, you need to stand up for America. That's all I have to say.
As an active duty military, what do you think about what's happening?
I love our country. That's why I serve. I love this country, and I don't want anybody to steal it. If it's a fair election, I'm good. Fine, fair. We prove that it's fair, because there's way too much out there to show that it's not fair.
And what about the people that say, but there's no real evidence of it?
That's not true. There's evidence all over the place. They just refuse to look.
I have a screenshot on my phone that says that I still haven't voted in Union County, and I walked in there and cast a vote Tuesday in Mineral Springs.
My vote hasn't been counted yet either.
And I know people say, well, it takes time to update this and update that, but you have no problem counting, you know, all of these drop-in, mail-in, you know, votes that came in the middle of the night. So it's, you know, there's lots of things out there. People will label it as conspiracy, and that's fine. You just have to keep digging for the truth, you know.
Would you say that you're a Trump supporter?
I would say that I support Trump for the simple fact that thing for me was that he had his own money. He came into this not in anyone's pocket. There were no lobbyists that could get to him. He came in to do right by the American people, you know, and I think for a man to stand up there for 4 years, be called names, his supporters be called names, you know, he's been fighting this presidency since day one, you know, right out the gate with the Steele dossier, you know, people, it's been a fight, and he still has not given up on us. You know, I think these rallies and things that are happening today is important for him too, just to say, listen, we're still here, we haven't given up, we know you were for us, you know, and I think it's been a long time. A lot of people, my grandparents included, would say JFK was the last one and he didn't get to serve a full term. So I think that he's for the people, and I think that's important for people to see.
And what do you think when they say active military don't support President Trump?
I can't speak for all the military person. I can say I'm active duty and I support you.
Thank you so much. And what one words of advice would you give President Trump if you could talk to him in person today?
We're still here. We haven't walked away. We still believe in you and don't give up. We're here.
Great. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I have a quick question for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
How many people that you know that did not get their absentee ballots that are active duty?
Yeah, I'm stationed here and I'm registered to vote here. I didn't request an absentee ballot. I personally don't know how many people whose absentee ballots didn't get counted. I don't know of anybody in particular. I didn't ask. I just know that I voted in person and it's not counted.